Hello people on the internet, I have for you a very interesting game. This video is also filled with a couple giveaways. I'll be talking about a tournament that's happening, so stick around for all of that. We are playing Lord Barov, one of the best high roll heroes and like skill rewarding heroes in the game, because you just, if you're good at winning your bets, you literally just have more gold than everyone else. Turn 1, I love betting with a token. It's risky, but as you can see, you get rewarded, because in this hero, you know that Jandis very often beats their opponent, for example, because they have a token. Lich King beats their opponent and stuff like that. Right now there's a Lich King who had a 1-1 demon reborn who went to tier 2, and a Godlike who stayed on 1. This is actually a hard one because the reborn demon might actually beat someone who stays on 1. I did decide to go for a Galley, got the money, or it was a tie, so we just get 1 coin anyway. We have a triple lined up. Now, this is meta. I came to a revelation. I started, I triple into 4s if there's revenge, stuff like that. But I started to realize if I'm a greedy hero and if I can afford to just take 6 jobs. Like, to just level like crazy, take 6 jobs and stabilize from there, because there's so many good ones. There's no Eliza in this lobby, but there is demons, so a Firebat would be great because I'm tripling, well, one of the best demons in the game with Firebat. So because I am getting a triple Trickster, tripling into Firebat is like just a win on the spot. There's other good 6s as well. Generally speaking, 6s are just fine. Amalgadon is playable. We're facing the Godlikes now, and this is a hard one. It's between the Maligos who went to tier 3 early or the Maiev. But I think Maiev is definitely going to be stronger here. I accidentally misclicked, which I will, because I was looking at chat. You will see my reaction in a second after losing the bet. But I knew that Maiev was going to win because they get like a free card with +2/+2 this turn as well from the hero power early on. So this is the first turn I fuck up with my hero power. Other than that, we just have like so much money, and that's another reason I like leveling on Lord Barov, because your money is better off spent on higher tiers. Like, you can use your gold early to buy 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, right? But if you just power level like crazy, look at how much money we have, and we can just use this for 5 drops instead, so we actually get more value per gold that we generate. So I'm a firm believer in just power leveling. Now this triple, Impoma is some good tempo. I was really considering it, but I took Flat Tusk instead because it's some sort of scaling, right? We have a decent Menagerie setup. We have like a good demon to scale. We have obviously a Kibler, so we can hit Agam. We have a Murloc, and also the gems that we get, we can roll Pumbas, which is the boar on tier 5. I don't know what the actual name is. I'll just call it Pumba, and buff up our board. Like, we just get free scaling. It's not that strong though. Flat Tusk is on the slower end. Usually it's not something you like tripling into, but because the meta is a lot greedier and I've seen actual high roll comps with Flat Tusk Agam win, I'm trying to like imitate that because we're on tier 5 so early and I have so much money. So this turn I just want to buy premium cards. The shop is like maybe playable, but not good enough. We're tier 5, none of this crap is good enough either. We are very greedy with our money, and we hit the Pumba. Perfect. There's also a Shaker, but it's a no mech lobby, so generally speaking with Flat Tusk you can just take Shaker, go with max and just be strong. But because there's less divine shields, I really don't want to shake here. I still feel like I have more potential. I'm also on 16 HP, which is perfect because I can't die. On 16 HP, I'm still above the damage cap of 15 damage, so I can take 15 and be at 1 HP and stabilize. And we got rewarded for our play of rolling this much. I'm not settling for mediocre units, but looking for great ones instead. Didn't hit Agam or Lightfinger or something like that, but double Pumba. So it's a pair. It makes our gems more valuable. We just picked up a Hydra. It's already at 11 attack, so we have, again, like a really great Menagerie setup if I just find stuff for it. The Pumbas are also beasts, so I guess we have like too many beasts on the board right now, but that's an issue for later. Right now we just want to live. This is also a hard bet because Jandis' turn, is rather strong. And look at how much damage we deal to this Maligos. Look at how strong we are now after we spiked hitting the early Flat Tusk. We did lose our bet. This was a hard one because I thought Jandis would be strong right now. Apparently she's not. I don't know what's happening. And we're just looking again for premium cards. I'll take a Jug because it hits premium units. Like, we have the best beast in the game to buff pretty much. A Hydra, it could probably land on a Pumba though. But we have a great demon to buff. We have a Kibler that's gonna stay in the game. So generally speaking, I'm not a massive fan of picking Jugs like on 5 without Bran. But just because we are like probably keeping most of this board and we are playing for tempo right now, it's great value. It's fine. Our board is still kind of weird. We have like 6 units. And I mean, one of them is just a jug, but as long as we can just keep rolling and looking for good cards, like this turn I basically did nothing, but I'd rather just buy 2 jug buffs and do nothing instead than just buying bad cards. All the rolls are valuable in case I do high roll. Now, quickly, we'll go into a fight with Godlike here. I'm gonna talk about the giveaways that I'm doing. So if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, now is probably the best time ever, since I'll be doing some giveaways on YouTube as well. And of course, only subscribe if you like the content. Now, I'm doing a giveaway right now on Twitter, so if you have Twitter, you're not yet following me, perfect opportunity. The first one is over there, so go check out the link, I guess in the description, maybe it's also in the pinned comment. What I'm giving away, by the way, is a winter skin bundle for Battlegrounds, which got provided to me kindly by Blizzard. I'm doing one on Twitter, I'll be doing some on YouTube, and also I'm streaming in a tournament today. So while you're watching this video, I might just be in a tournament right now. It's starting 6 p.m. CET. The day that this video goes live, and it's probably going to go on for like 5 hours, I don't know. And at the end of the stream, I'll also give a bundle away, so if you want to see some high stakes Battlegrounds, go pop in, go say hi, and maybe you get a chance there. I'll be giving multiple bundles else as well on Twitch, link will be in the description. That's enough plugging, but yeah, good luck to everyone, and I hope you will enjoy the content. So we went to tier 6 here. We did hit Chalga, which is decent, you know, it's good scaling because we do have double boar, but I feel like too many people also get massively baited by Chargla when you have boars, because it gets +3 on our like +3 on our entire board, which is amazing, but it's kind of like light thing, just a little bit of a better light thing then, right? Now it doesn't need Menagerie, but I think Chalga is like especially good if you have board synergies. On this board, we don't have synergies. Like if you have dynamic duo mainly and you have a bunch of quill boards, then you get so much value out of it, right? Like you get so much free scaling onto your dynamic duo taunts, while right now it's just playing +3 on everything, or with bristleback brute, or with guards like Shaker. So it's just purely a stat card here, which is fine. I'm not saying it's bad, but I wouldn't call this my direction, if that makes sense. Like right now, we have a Agam in the shop, and I'm obviously taking it because I was looking for it the entire time, and we still have the best beast, the best demon, and Quillboar, so 3 tribes, and maybe a Malgadon if it's good. But a lot of people in chat were saying as well, Agam isn't better than the Chalga here, which, yes, Chalga is objectively more stats for the turn, +3 on my entire board, but in the long run, that's not going to be enough. If you think about it, we have to keep these boards on the board then, and we are going to be up against people that exponentially scale with elementals or whatever. Now, there's no elementals in this lobby, but there's a lot of comps that scale better than +3 a turn. So, I'm getting rid of this Chalga because, you know, on buff of this Amalgadon, and Amalgadon was good, and I can start jamming up this Agam, which is just going to end up buffing relevant cards instead. I'm also freezing a pair on Flattusk, which is gonna help me scale even more. So I think the double Flattusk Agam combo does end up being more stats than the Chalga. Now I didn't roll, I didn't know that I was gonna roll a second Flattusk, but I did. So this is the situation we're in right now. Now this Sarah is pretty strong, just as like one massive Terragosa though. Should be easily beatable with poison, and we're still hanging on 16 HP. It's already a top 5? No, a top 6 still. So very grindy lobby. Scaling definitely matters. And the Pumbas, they were great early stats. I think Pumbas are great if you just have the early Flattusk or Chalga. You want to get like some spikes. We never tripled it though, so I don't know if it's justified keeping it, because it just gives us +1/+1 every gem, meaning if you get like 3 gems a turn, we get like +3/+3 a turn for a Pumba. Is that really worth it? Not really. Instead, I'll just fit in the Flattusk to get more gems and get more scaling onto everything. Also, then I have less beasts, so the buffs are more likely to land onto the Hydra from the Agam instead of the Boars. So I'm doing a lot of explaining. Basically, all I'm saying is that if you want to try and pivot from a mid game into a late game, you really got to think about what is the most potential I can get. And a question I got in chat as well, I think it was during this game, not sure, was I always get second and third places, but I have a tough time closing out games and getting first places. What is it that I should do? And I think what I'm explaining right now is what you should do. Instead of finding something early on and sticking with it, look ahead into the future into what you want to achieve. Because we could, again, stick with the easy Quillboar scaling, stick with the Chalga, the Boars, and just do strong stuff. We went to 6 early as well because I want to give myself more potential with Amalgadons. And what is the end game like? It is indeed leveling early if you have the opportunity. Our hits are terrible, by the way, open with poison because you're up against demons, but I don't think we should die here. But yeah, we can triple this flat test now. I also picked up a pair on Agam because I do think stats might matter in the late game. I don't just get there with mediocre scaling. I want to find the gem transfer guy on tier 4 so I can put the gems from the Agam all onto the Hydra maybe, or onto the demon. I want to find taunt, which I did, so I can taunt and protect my board against cleave and make sure my demon guaranteed dies, because right now I've not always been getting great value from it. I need to watch my hand space. It's really tough to manage 2 flat tusks and try and get maximum value. Get the Hamul, get the triple onto the Chalga, or onto the Agam, I mean. And life is looking great. It's beautiful. I'm also explaining a lot because this is Menagerie and it's not something you see every day. I don't really win too many games with Menagerie or see other people win with Menagerie, and there's a very good reason for that. It's just scaling wise doesn't compare to some of the high roll stuff, especially with Avenge. But this lobby doesn't have Dazzling Light spawn, which is just the insane early scaling, or Nomi, so we don't have to worry about massive elementals destroying us. The only Avenge that would be kind of relevant here is maybe Witchwing or Impatient Doomsayer into demons, but we saw that the demon players aren't super high rolly and we can beat them with our poison. That's why I'm keeping the Amalgadon, even though we can't shield it because of no max. But and that's why I'm taking this max now as well, because poison is or might be the difference maker this lobby if I don't get there with our pure stats. Now I'm still looking for Necrolite. Oh, Necrolite, that's the name of the card that I forgot. Maybe we find it someday, who knows. We're up against the top guy, it's top 5. Could have also faced Ghost, but yeah, never lucky, I guess. And also the bats, that's an issue with Barov. In late game, very often you spend your entire turn thinking, especially with a comp like this, which actually requires some APM. You really gotta be fast, playing all your gems, making your decisions, optimizing stuff, because hand space issues, all the issues are gonna come up, and you don't really have time to do everything optimally, especially your bets. So losing a lot of bets here in the late game, but most importantly, you need to win your bets in the early game. Early game money is so much more important, so you can power level, get the pairs, buy extra cards, do all the cool stuff. Late game, your bets hurt if you miss them, but not as much. Now with double flats, it actually do hurt quite a lot, but hey, I'm not gonna make worse decisions just to have like 10 extra seconds to maybe get my bet right, but probably still wrong anyway, because late game is just a shit show. It's really hard to know how people spike or counter each other. Anyway, I'm just doing the same stuff, just cycling gems, trying to play for stats, because that seems to work out. It seems like we're biggest in the lobby with our double flatless golden Agam. And again, we're not just buffing random cards, we're buffing actual valuable ones like the demon and the cleave. So this is just beautiful. And I'm gonna play greedy here. I sold the max now, and instead I'm gonna end on another gem, because I think against this Maligos, I don't necessarily need the max now. I'll just be fine. I have 2 seconds left again for this bet, so I'm just winging it, seeing if I could maybe get some free gold. But it's always worth pressing your hero power, even if you can't make a good bet, because on average, let's say it's a 50-50 whether you get it right or wrong, in the long run you will get money back, because you get 3 gold if you win, 0 gold if you lose. So you just get you get gold even if it's always a 50-50 and a coin flip. We murdered a Maligos. It was actually pretty small because he was playing Beast. That's why I didn't think I needed to max now, because he's Beast. A max now can just die into a bunch of summon stuff from, you know, Daffodil Beast. Lost the bet. We're top 2 against a demon player. We knew what he had. He had like a couple big taunts, that's it, and then some stuff in his backline. So if he keeps scaling, we should get there. I still haven't seen a Necrolite. The card just doesn't exist. Maybe I can find another Amalgadon, who knows. But yeah, so this is how you play like old school flatless Agam Menagerie. Now it's a very interesting game. The reason I took a 6 again is because I hit the demon. The reason I leaned into Menagerie is because I had the flat tusk with the premium demon that I can buff, found an early Hydra and Boars, and I went to 6 because, you know, I give myself potential. There was damage cap to save me. I hope all of the decisions made sense, but if you have any questions or thoughts, of course leave them down below in the comments. I just thought this was a really cool one to show, one that, you know, you don't see too often. I'm delaying my cleave as well because I know we had multiple taunts and Void Lords, I think. I could be wrong on that, but I will just open with my Windfree Poison, then like a big dude, a small dude, and then Cleave to clean up his board. And also I want to delay my Zephyr, of course, like put as many cards before that as possible, so I could, you know, get poison onto it. He does have 2 Reborn Maximals, which is pretty good against me, but in the end, it's probably not going to be enough unless he attacks my Hydra here, which he does, but I forgot that the demon just gave a shitload of health to my Murloc. So GG, that was a fun game. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the giveaways. There's a tournament today. You know about it. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.